So for the last few years, everyone's been excited about the return of the 3D platformer to the gaming zeitgeist. But the return of classic 2D beat-em-ups has been lukewarm at best. But hopefully with this video, I'll be able to help change that as I talk about another classic beat-em up. So Scott Pilgrim vs. the World was originally a comic published in 2004 by Brian Lee O'Malley, with the movie being released around 2010. While not my favorite Edgar Wright movie, it's a fun, goofy cult classic that came out around the time when nerd culture wasn't really that mainstream as it is now. And like any popular piece of media, there's always video game tie-ins. Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, the game, was released around August of 2010 for the Xbox 360's Live Arcade and the PS3's PlayStation Network. Sorry, It was later delisted on December 30th, 2014, so you can't really play this game. Well, not legally.
Is he a pirate?
Are you a pirate?
No, but if it's for a game that's no longer readily available to the public, sometimes exceptions have to be made. So you got 7 characters, Wallace Wells and Knives Chow being DLC. There's also Negascott, but I'm not good enough for him. The plot's your basic love story. Boy meets girl, boy then has to fight all the girl's evil exes. It's a tale as old as time. So if any of you are familiar with River City Ransom, you'll pretty much take this game instantly. Get a strong attack with Y, fast attack with X, jump with A, and pick up objects with your attack button. Take the 360 controls and convert them to PS3 and it's basically the same. You also have a handy CC ability on the right bumper, and an assist ability on the left bumper. Both invaluable, especially when you're playing the game on your own. Both abilities use SP, which is also tied to your health points. Lose all your HP with a certain amount of SP left, and you can use that to recover a fraction of your HP. This creates a very interesting game mechanic of when to use your SP in crowded situations and when to conserve it when your health is low. Your move pool starts off pretty small, but grows over time. More on that later. The levels are pretty linear. They usually have some sort of hazard or mid-level boss, followed by the main stage's boss. And of course, it wouldn't be a beat 'em up without all the low-tier frauds who are simply there for your monetary gain. Also, let me just compliment Paul Robertson for these beautiful sprites. If the name doesn't sound familiar, you may recognize his style. Every set piece and character he creates has its own unique yet nostalgic personality, whether it be his own design or another's. Like these paparazzi enemies who constantly stun like you with their camera flashes, or how every animation of Ken Pines is just so adorably sassy, or how Todd weaponizes his self-righteous veganism. Ah, shellfish, it's the vegan police. Good thing there aren't any blackness police. I'm so white, I enjoy new metal unironically. That's right! That's right! Oh no, not again. Once you thrash enough hosers, you can use that money to buy goods and consumables to increase your stats. Fighting and consuming items also give you experience, which will eventually cause you to level up. Adding new and useful moves to your repertoire like a charge attack, leg sweep, or a dodge roll. Combine all these techniques and you'll become the strongest hipster-busting hoodlum you could possibly be. Then you got these little mini pocket dimensions called the Subspace Highway, which looks like someone forgot to take care of their NES cards. So this is where all those Nigerian princes are keeping their money. I'm sure they wouldn't mind if we just took a little bit, you know? With multiple endings for each character, that's enough meat in this game to satisfy hardcore gamers looking for a classic quarter muncher, as well as casuals alike. My only real complaint is that the backtracking got a little tedious. But that's probably due to there only being 7 actual levels in the game. But aside from the main campaign, there's also a boss rush feature that you can't play anymore because it's online, and another awesome Kunio-kun reference that killed my emulator. Yeah, this isn't a still image, it just messed up a lot whenever I tried to play it. Scott Pilgrim vs. the World is an awesome callback to classic beat-em-ups that time has sadly forgotten about. There's a small but still hardcore and dedicated fanbase around this series. Even O'Malley stated that he wants to release the game himself. I say more power to him. I mean, if Ubisoft did get their hands on the license again, we'd probably see a rabid character dressed as an assassin as new DLC. You know what, thinking about that made me really depressed, so let's just end the review here. Let's just end it. The gaming industry, I mean, just end it. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention, Anamanaguchi's music is amazing. It fits the entire style of just classic arcade goodness. I mean, I could say more, but you've already listened to a couple of some of the best songs in the game, or at least in my opinion. So make your own assumption on that.